and Assalamu alaikum, and I hope you haven't missed me. I have been away. I know, I apologize. I've been away for a couple of weeks. Haven't been posting really regularly recently, but I am back again with a bang, and this time I have got a very much loved and demanded recipe. People have been asking me to do this recipe for so long. You lovely lot, I just cannot thank you enough for your support on the social platforms. But yes, here we are. This is my recipe for the frozen lacha paratha, or the Quetta chai paratha wala paratha, which people are actually mad about. But trust me, this is the most simplest and easiest and most healthiest way, the way I'm making. You will enjoy. You will forget about any Quetta chai paratha vagara, etc. Look how crunchy, beautiful, flaky this paratha is, and you won't believe how much less of a stuff has been used. So let's start. I have taken about 5 cups of plain fine atta, no maida, no nothing like that, no plain flour or fine any other flour, plain atta, with about a handful of salt, well, not handful, about a tablespoonful of salt, and some oil, about 2 tablespoons. And I have kneaded it just like you normally do for your chapatis and rotis and tortilla, any kind of roti, soft ones, and let it rest for about 10-15 minutes. Good rest will give you brilliant results. Once it's well rested, just make out those balls, dough balls or pedas, the way you like to make. I have made about 8. Yes, one of them was not fitting on the plate, so it's not there. So out of these 5-6 cups of flour, I've made about 8 parathas. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll it out as thin as possible, really thin, that you can see your fingers underneath, and try to dust as less flour as possible, not too much. So after doing this, I'm going to spread some ghee. I use ghee, you can use oil, but trust me, ghee works best in this paratha. Then I'll sprinkle with some flour again, make a little bit of roux, and that's it. And this is the folding technique I'm showing you, the way I normally fold. No fan folding or anything like that. This is the most easiest way. Now the trick is, what you have to do is you have to stretch it gently while you bang it on the surface, on your shelf, very gently, not really hard, just gently tap it and stretch it gently. Just do it 5-6 times and then start making that roll, that dough again. Look how beautiful those layers will be, and keep on that gentle stretch. Gently stretch and tuck in the end of that roll, that paratha, back inside it. And there you go. You've got one beautiful, it's so cute. I just can't get over it, to be honest. Here you go. I'm showing you again how I've done it. Really fine roti. So thin that you can actually see your fingers beneath it. Really thin roti, बहुत बारीक बेलना है. Then just add about 1.5 tablespoons of desi ghee. This is melted ghee, homemade ghee, and sprinkle it with some normal flour, the normal chapati flour, atta, and just spread it across evenly. Again, tap it and make those rolls or those balls again, the way I'm showing you. Just leave it outside. It's cold here in UK, but if you're in a warmer country, just leave it in the fridge for about 10-20 minutes. Let them rest. I ideally normally leave it outside. I don't really put it inside the fridge. Just leave it for 10-20 minutes, and there you go. Give it some time to rest and they will be perfect. Now with a very gentle pat, do not roll it too much, don't go hard on it, be gentle with it so that your layers don't break up. जितना प्यार से करेंगे ना, उतना प्यारा पराठा बनेगा, ईमान से. I am actually loving my own video. मुझे इतनी प्यारी लगती है ना ये वीडियो, मैं बता नहीं सकती. Anyway, so now comes the freezing part, how I do it. You can use cling foil, plastic sheet भी use कर सकते हैं, but I am using this baking paper, baking sheet, easily available in the market. Just brush it lightly with ghee or oil, दोनों sides के ऊपर, नीचे भी brush कर दें, ऊपर पराठे पे भी brush कर दें, and that's it. Another sheet of paper, and there you go. It's done. Now what I do is, ye trick hai, I use a saucepan or a fry, not a saucepan, a fry pan, in which I'm going to actually make the paratha. So I make that size of paratha and let it sit in that pan. And you can do it in the tray as well, because obviously normally freezers में इतनी जगह नहीं होती. Pan is much more handy. and the paratha stays straight as well. So it's entirely up to you the way you want to line it, but I've shown you both ways. मैंने दोनों तरीके बता दिए. तो दोबारा देख लें जी, मैंने इस तरह से इसको किया, ऊपर मैंने शीट लगाई और इसको मैंने जनाब ट्रे में, ये देखें, all the parathas are ready. I have stacked them up and they are ready to go in the freezer. Overnight rakha, there you go. After overnight, stay in the freezer. Look at that. How beautifully they are separating. कितने आराम से, how they are coming off so with so much ease. Look how lovely it is. You do not need extra ghee. This is the ghee that I brushed on the top of it. So look, it started to melt. Once it's all melted and the roti starts to change color, the paratha starts to change color, then you flip it over, keep it on a medium to slightly high heat, and once you flip, just turn the heat a little bit high so the layers start to puff up. आप देख सकते हैं किस तरह लेयर्स इसकी खुल रही हैं, और यही वो क्रंची एलिमेंट है जो आप किसी भी कोयटा चाय पराठे में ढूंढते हैं, कहीं भी ढूंढते हैं. If you want to add the dried milk powder in the dough, by all means do so, but I don't. So there you go, your lovely paratha is ready. लग जाओ काम पे, जाओ बनाओ, सेव करो.